Well, that was definitely a disappointing end of the season, but we're going to go ahead and review it anyway and begin the first game with a new one. Let's go. G'day everyone, my name's Waylands. Most people call me Wally. Welcome back to Pennies and Pounds. This is the season review for season 4 of the save, the 2023 season, and we'll bring you the first game of the new season after I do my transfer shenanigans later in the episode. But let's get into the season review here. It was a terrible season, wasn't it, guys? I mean, technically it was our best finish on paper, but at the same time, paradoxically, it was our lowest points haul, and yeah, it was just all kinds of disappointing. I had so much hope for doing well in that division. So as for the new arrivals, we have obviously Dave Wood. Well, he's just been superb, Dave Wood. 43 appearances, 35 goals, 12 assists. Probably my player of the season for us this year anyway. Young Gethin Harden, great off the bench, and he's been given signing of the season apparently. Okay, I would have picked Dave Wood. Callum Bishop came in. Look, he did all right. I would have liked to have seen him score a few more goals, but all things considered, Biggle Swade would have been a bit upset. Ryan Horn gets the Coach's Award for me. Didn't do well at the start of the season. A lot of low scores bringing this down, but a lot of sevens later in the year. I mean, look at it. He's got the. I wish he had the leadership. Will he go on a leadership course? Will he go on a leadership course? No, he won't. Doesn't want to go. No. He's done his job, as you can see, towards the end of the season. Sevens, 6.9, 7. That's where I want to see from a defensive midfielder. Brandon Dixon didn't get much of a run for us, really. So a lot of these other guys didn't really feature. I think it's maybe one of my mistakes that I probably should have played some of these guys a bit more. Young Sean Ball played a bit, but could have done better. 4 appearances. As you can see, Scott Steele, 15 off the bench, never really got going. Yeah, so we'll head to the season results now. And we know Reading City won. I don't need to tell you about that. Ryan Harnwell gets competition top scorer for 33 goals. Didn't quite get the 35 and break Nick Guest's record. I don't think we'll see that a bit later on. I really don't want to talk about any of the cup results or anything. Knocked out in the first qualifying round, and we shouldn't have been knocked out by them properly. Definitely shouldn't have not been knocked out by Glebe in the Build Bays. Build Bays. Learn to speak, Wally. Learn to speak. And then knocked out in the semi of the Hellenic Cup, which is no real shame, even though we got knocked out by a team that was below us. I quite enjoyed the time in the Premier League. On the Hellenic Premier. I was a bit iffy on it to start with, but to find that we were against Nick Guest and Sam Hardy was really quite good. So there's the biggest win, that 9-1 win that we featured a couple of episodes ago in the highlights. Gets the game of the season. The match to remember was a win against Westfields. I don't really remember that one. We must have played really well. The 5-3 win. It's that Parker Pugh goal. That was a fantastic. I actually remember that. Can we view the goal? Well, it won't let us. Oh, we probably can somehow. I can't be asked. I'm looking for it now. So all income's down because we balked the cup runs. No new sponsorship deals. No new money coming in. Only sold 747 dollars worth of club merchandise, so we sold a few scarves pretty much. So this is how that reckons we lined up during the season. Obviously Harnwell and Wood are the other way around there, but they were the centerpiece of the team. Parker Pugh edges out Law on the left here, so it agrees with me that Parker Pugh should be getting more game time over there. Rigby on the right, Horn and Twiggenberry's in the centre of the park, and our standard back four, Johnson, Bishop, Diamond, and Sam Scrivens, who I'll be making some effort to replace. I think I'm going to replace Sam Scrivens, even if it means signing a player outside of the naming convention. I'll try not to, obviously, guys, but that's pretty much up there. The accolades, so no manager awards for me. I don't think there is any manager awards in these lower leagues. So fans player of the season was Ryan Harwell. Young player of the season, Dave Wood, fair enough. Sign of the season, Gethin Harden. Don't agree. surely Dave Wood's the signing of the season. Goal of the season for Parker Pugh, but we already know that. Most assists from Riggedy Rigby. Oh, God. I say that I was looking to replace him and perhaps put someone else out there, like the new guy, Dominic Cummings, out there. But Rigby just keeps doing all right, doesn't he? But if we're going to get promoted out of this league, I need someone to do a bit more than all right and do really well. Ryan Harnwell, most player of Bachelor Awards, and Ryan Harnwell, best player rating. So Ryan Harnwell gets an award for most goals in a league match, most league appearances by a player. Sam Scrivens takes the new Penistone record. How has he beat Gretorix there? I'm not sure. Most league goals by a player, 76 goals. So the all-time record now belongs to Ryan Harnwell. He's knocked Nick Guest off. And Alan Rathman is the new youngest player at 15 years and 274 days of age. So that's the season review, guys. Now, here somewhere is the overall best 11 squad. So we got some names from the past here. So this is our best 11 ever since the save started. So it's Gretorix in goal, a back four of Johnson, F. Steele, Dickie Diamond, and Lewis Alderson still sitting out here only after a season and a half with us. That's how much we miss him. Swinburne and Twig and Berries pushes Curtis Turner out of the central midfield, I think, from last season. Rigby and Law in the wings, no surprise there. And Nick Guest and Harnwell up front. Again, no real surprises there. Substitutes are Andy Ring, Brett Lovell, Jason Priest, Curtis Turner, Sam Hardy, Sam Scrivens, and Dave Wood only managing to come up on the bench. So I'm going to have a look for some new players for us now. Like I said, I'm really targeting a right back. I've had a thought about it. I don't think I'm going to change from the 4-2-4 overly, but I think I might start playing a bit more defensive in front of the midfield or sit them back and give them some room to someone in front of the defence to try and shore up my leaky defence there. So we're going to fast forward and we'll do a bit of time travel, and I'll see you after I've made a few signings. Right, so it was a fairly uneventful transfer window. To be fair, everyone, I had a look for other players, but in the end, I should show you. Hang on a sec. We'll go to transfers first. So where's the, how do I work this out? History, here we go. So Kane Dutton we let go. I think we've let a couple go on freeze, and it's not showing the guys that we've signed, is it? Where are we? No, it's not. Did we sign them before? We must have signed them before. We signed this guy. We signed Lionel Stevens for starters. He's off the youth intake. I changed my mind on him. He's got 14 pace and 13 acceleration. So worst comes to worst, I'll just chuck him up front or down the wings, and he can run at things if he gets a game, that is. You'll see why in a minute, why I don't think he probably will get a game anytime soon. We've also signed Jack Rafferty at right back. He is going to be my replacement for Sam Scrivens. He's only a 3-star fullback. He's 3.5-star no-nonsense fullback. I don't think I'm going to play him like that. But he's got 9 tackling. He's got 12 bravery, so he's not afraid to get stuck in. Determination, meh. Decisions, meh. But he's got 7 crossing. That's what got him. He's also incredibly slow. So I've set up his instructions so he doesn't bomb down the field too much. I might give him a stays back at all times instruction, but we'll see. We're training his pace at the moment, but I don't think it's going to improve at all. But I still think we're better off with him than we are with Sam Scrivens playing there. He is more of a defensive option. So we go into the match here against Tuffley Rovers. So it's a very familiar lineup. Now, this is the other reason I didn't delve too far in the transfer market. I did get several guys in on trial that fit the naming convention, but they're all pretty crap, so I didn't bother. We look pretty familiar. We go in with Gretorix in goal, as per usual. Johnson, Bishop, Dickie Diamond, and Rafferty making his league debut for us on the right-hand side there. Horn and Twig and Berries in the middle. Law and Cummings. So Cummings replaces Rigby just on pre-season form. I mean, Rigby is all right, but Cummings was particularly good last game, and I'm really keen to... he's just a little bit better cross with the ball, so hopefully we can get a bit of better a little bit better supply to our forwards. And Law is just, and both Matt Hancock and Law are both outperforming Parker Pugh. Parker Pugh had a terrible preseason. He's only on form of 6.8, so he can go play in the Magoos and have a think about his life decisions. But here we go, guys. The first match in what is our 5th season. It's year 9. That's I hate saying it. The words sound terrible coming off my lips, viewers. I'm gonna pump my arms. Come on, lads, get out there. The only other thing of note to talk about, there's been a slight captaincy change. I've given Billy Law the full captaincy back, but if he gets pushed out of the side, which I think he might at some stage, the on-field captain is now, funnily enough, Ryan Harnwell. As much as his captaincy score isn't very high, Dickie Diamond deals with the danger there nicely. We go on the counter here with Wood. Wood showing a turn of pace. That's a great ball for Harnwell. Can Harnwell finish it? Yes, he can. It's the first goal, and Penistone Church are off the mark in Season 5 with what, let's face it, it's a trademark Penistone goal. Right back from Season 1 when we had Andy Ring doing this stuff. It's now Wood turns creator, and Harnwell just tucks the ball home easily. Ryan Harnwell, all right, he's in the list of 30 league key players and that sort of stuff, but he's not in the league Dream 11. Nor is Nick Guest, even though they both dominated the scoring last year. And none of my guys are in the Dream 11. Again, I think they're a bit underrated, some of them. Dickie Diamond knocks the ball long there, though, straight to Adams. That's typical, isn't it? You praise your players, and then they do something like that. Pre-season-wise, form looked pretty good. We did think about going with the... Horn does well there. Horn does very well. Finds Wood. Wood, he's got Cummings there. No, Wood just goes... Wood goes himself. That would have... Wow. That would have been the best goal I've seen in FM21 if he'd have got that. But alas, he doesn't, and we're away. So it's 1-0. I lost my train of thought what I was talking for before that goal there. I got interrupted. Anyway, it couldn't have been that important. Yeah, definitely still room for improvement, guys. Let's pump the fists, get them fired up again. You get them out there in the second half. Oh, that's right, I was talking about the Media Dream 11. Yeah, we've got no one in there. So, fair few underrated players out there. Harnwell and Wood up front in particular. Greatorex was the top of the list. He was the second goalkeeper on the list, so he wasn't far away. I'm going to think about some substitutions here. There's a few quiet boys out there. Right, what are we going to do here? Callum Bishop, not having the best one. Well, I do have another Bishop on trial at the moment, but he's not that good. Who am I going to bring in here? I think I'm going to give Dong a run. Get some fresh legs out there. I know Dong's not quick. Bishop's not that quick either, is he? No, he's not. Dong's about the same pace. So let's see how my Ding Ding Dong goes out there on the park for Penistone. And Billy Law, that continues to be a problem. That inside forward on the left there. Johnson playing badly, but I think I'm going to have to leave him out there. Yeah, okay, Billy Law can come off for Hancock. And we'll give Hancock a run. We're just going to tell them to go out and play their natural game, are we? Yeah, we're just going to tell them to play their natural game. There we go. We'll confirm the sub. Right, so I'd like another goal here. I know what we're like at the end of games, and I'd like another goal. Rafferty finds Twig and Berries. Twig and Berries with his trademark laser-like passing there. Finds Harnwell. Harnwell tries to put it past. He can't. And Dominic Cummings is there. No, it's Mark Hancock. Mark Hancock. Finally off the mark after numerous substitute appearances last year. Mark Hancock, the super sub, comes on and scores a lovely little insurance goal for us there. Second attempt there. What's his name? Harnwell got onto that. And Hancock was the ball home nicely. Leaves the Tuffley keeper Absolutely standing there. Rightio, what else is going on here? So there's a lot of new clubs here. This seems to be like, I will chuck you in this league if your local league's too full type thing. Hancock chips the ball. Oh, there's a penalty. There is a penalty, and it will be... Oh, I didn't even see what that penalty was for. That must be pretty soft. Must have been a push or something. Harnwell steps up, and Harnwell makes no mistake. He drives it home, and that's 3-0. The vice-captain gets a brace in this game now. A tap-in and a penalty, and it's 3-0 for the Church here, and we should run out this match comfortable winners here. 3 minutes of extra time, and that is it. We're done. Great. Dominic Cummings good on debut. Well, not on debut, but Dominic Cummings settling into the side there. Well, it'll take him a while. A great debut for Rafferty there, a 6.9. Dong very nice off the bench, which was good to see. And Johnson coming to his own later in the game. The midfield too, yeah, I'm happy with that. And Greatorex, fantastic in goal as normal. Yeah, good win, boys. Well done. Let's motivate the crew early in the season here. We'll look to go on a good preseason run here, so I'm probably going to play 4 or 5 games, I reckon, before I come back to you. We'll do sort of the similar thing. I might even do like what I normally do, a league match and a cup match, depending on who we're playing. Oh, we got a press conference here. We're going to just do this press conference quickly. Right, so the press conference was long and drawn out, so I didn't bother boring you guys through that. But at the end of the day, there's rumours going around that Ryan Harnwell's leaving the club, so I hope he doesn't. I just sort of said Harnwell's happy here. And my boy Twig and Berries, the guy that Jay Calvo named, they're after him. I'd like to keep my Twig and Berries in the middle of the park where it belongs. Well, if you like that, guys, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks to the guys that keep coming back and watching this week in, week out. I really enjoy making the content for you, and having a bit of interaction, a bit of banter about it is really good. So if you're new to the channel, join in. Drop a comment down below. Tell us what you think. My name's Waylands. We'll be back in a couple of matches, and I'll see you then.